Have you ever wondered how to approach a hostile person? Today we're going to be talking about just that. Welcome to Central Coast Self-Defense. I'm Peter, and today we're going to be discussing how you should prevent a hostile person from attacking you. This is in response to a video from Fight Commentary Breakdowns, where a police officer was attempting to talk to a criminal, and the person began trying to hit the officer. In the video, you see the officer grab onto the criminal's arm right here by the elbow and began trying to control the perp. The guy began struggling, he hit the officer, ended up knocking him down, and then took off running, and a bystander had to step in to help him. So this video is about what the officer could have done. And it can be used at any time you're approaching somebody who's hostile, who you feel like may try to attack you. And you could be approaching them for a number of reasons. But if you ever had to, the first thing is you don't want to be square on with them. You want them off to a side. So how Bob is this way, I'm going to be off to a side. The reason you're off to the side is because it's a longer path for this arm to hit you, and you're only going to really worry about this one. It limits their options. So if a person attempts to attack you, obviously there's tons of things you could do as far as like keeping distance, keeping your hand up. The options are endless. But in the video, the officer grabbed the person's elbow, so that's the option that we're going to focus on, of how to make that work. What you're going to want to do is control the elbow. So right around here, you're going to try to grab, either on the wrist, somewhere here, but you want at least one hand behind the elbow. What you're going to be doing is pulling the arm forward. The purpose of this, you're trying to get the elbow about to their center line. So it can be going straight in. It could be either just getting the elbow here and immediately jamming it to the center line, or it could be pulling away and still bringing the elbow to the center line. So it could either be this way or just jamming straight in, but bringing the elbow here. What this is going to do is prevent him from being able to attack because the arm is jammed. So Bob isn't going to be able to hit me coming this way because I'm holding on to the arm. And the arm here isn't going to be able to hit me because I'm jamming it going this way. So if I'm pushing this way and the person trying to attack, it's going to be offsetting the person. And they're not going to be able to hit you with either hand. Now in the video, the officer did do that. He controlled the elbow. You've seen him kind of push it over. The problem was he didn't get it all the way over, all the way to the center. He didn't do that. And the reason he didn't do that is because when he was here, he was trying to control it from a distance. He was outside like this. If you ever hold a milk gallon or anything, any weight period, and you hold it out, you're not going to have nearly the same amount of control as if you hold it close. You lift something very heavy really close. You put it out there, you can't hold it anymore. When you're out here, the officer was too far away and couldn't control it. What he should have done was immediately upon pushing this elbow over near the center line, he should have came in to close the distance. From right here, you immediately want to be breaking their posture. That's just a common core concept of any martial arts. You always want to have good posture while at the same time breaking theirs. So immediately upon grabbing, pulling, he should have came in and started attempting to break his posture. Being an officer, he's not going to want to be here and landing strikes and throwing, trying to fight, grabbing onto this, reaching back and doing things like that. But he could have very easily moved into some sort of takedown. So coming here, pushing the elbow to the center, holding, and coming around, controlling by putting either his hand on his waist to get some type of body lock, to come in here and move towards the guy's back. It could have been that he pushed it again, his elbow to the center line, come around, grabbing onto his face, bringing him back for a takedown. There's a number of options that he could have done. But all of it boils down to the same principle of controlling the elbow, bringing it to the center, all the way in their center line, so that they don't have strength to push back, that they can't strike here. They could try to turn their waist and do this, but you're going to have very little power if your arm is all the way to the center. If you get the arm, You can push the elbow all the way over. They're going to have very little power. From here, you can reach around to grip onto their hips, grab onto their shoulders, and begin breaking their posture, or just jamming in your whole body, just charging in and knocking them off balance. Once they have no balance, you can easily control the person, go in for a takedown, or do whatever it is that you need to do. If you're not a police officer like he was, what you may be doing is getting here, pushing them to the side, so that you can go to your route of escape. If you like this video, please make sure you hit the thumbs up, and then check out my channel and see my several other self-defense techniques and core concepts. Thank you for watching Central Coast Self-Defense. We're glad to have you on.